Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle has already commenced with no startup, no wait or countdown. We're straight into it. We're looking at a Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Tier 10 British SPG, and it's being driven by f4de2black of Philo, and he's on the west span of, west spawn I should say, of Sand River. And he's moving his 9.2 inch howitzer into place, moving up into the dunes area, which is also quite a good place to be if you're going to shoot down the river valley towards, or the riverbed towards the enemy. Okay, the Centurion Action 10 has been seen slightly off in the dunes, slightly to the south, and I think that's probably where f4de2black is going to be aiming first. Yep, I think so. Okay, he's looking for the Centurion, and there he is. Now he's dialing in his aim. The Centurion is directly over that little cup in the dunes, and he's trying to get a spot on him. Yep. Well, even though the shell landed behind the Centurion, he managed to get in for 163 hit points of splash. Of course, the Conqueror Gun Carriage has got an incredibly large splash area, or burst radius you could say. Now we've got a Jaegeru there, a Jagdpanzer E100, and he's seen at the other end of the dunes, along with the Guerrilla 15. They're shooting further up the south side of the map at some of our teammates, and we're loaded, ready to go. Lining up a shot on the Jaegeru, and rounds out. Direct hit! 478 hit points. It landed on the engine deck. You can see the yellow mark from the explosion directly underneath the gun. And the explosion probably actually did a critical hit to the, not just to the engine, possibly even to the gun, because the explosion force would have gone up into the gun directly above it. Oh, we just lost one of our teammates. Now we've got a Striv 103B, and there was another tank there at the same time. Not sure what they are, but f4de2black's fired a round in. It's got to go a long way. That's why there's a long wait between the shell being fired and it arriving. 3.5 seconds at this distance. And he's got a 36.4 second reload for the 9.4 inch. 9.2 inch, I should say. Now, the Conqueror Gun Carriage never actually existed, not even in blueprints or designs. It was a theorized tank that would have been made had somebody actually built an Arty or an SPG based on the Conqueror Gun Carriage or the Conqueror tank chassis. And then, oh, another direct hit! And he's going to fire this time! He must have damaged the fuel tanks with the first shot, and the second time round, the fire... He set fire to it, it burned to death, and I think the reason it burned to death was mainly due to the fact that he ruptured the fuel tanks the first time, he set fire to them the second, and that Jaegeru driver didn't have a fire extinguisher, so he couldn't put the fire out. And he did 625 hit points of damage with the actual hit, and 622 with the fire. So a massive hit there. And there's an FB4005 Stage 2, that's the ship barn. He's hiding behind that rock with a 183mm gun, or 182.9 actually. He fires a round in, lands behind the ship barn, but it definitely has done some damage because he's lost some hit points in the intervening time. Unfortunately, he's just fired, and oh, we just lost our Guerrilla 15. There's a Type 5 Heavy there. Now, the enemy team has two Arty, a Batchat 155-58 and a GWE100. Now, during this battle, one of them does something extremely naughty, which What Arty Noobs objects to in the highest level. What he does is he suicides rather than fight. and kill any enemy. He gives up basically, and that's what gets Arty players a bad name. What Arty Noobs doesn't believe in doing that. We fight, and we fight to the death. Even if it means we're going to go down, we'll take some of the enemy with us when we do. And that way it's fairer, it's better, and we're fighting to win. We're not fighting to suicide. In fact, we don't even like the term suicide. We prefer that you don't call it that, you call it killing yourself. But anybody who does kill themselves, they truly deserve the term scumbag. And of course, what Arty Noob players are not scumbags. We don't do that. We fight. And that Type 5 Heavy has taken a lot of damage because he's down to 652 hit points, 22% of his health left. Oh, we just took a massive hit for 409. He's basically a one-shot now. And this is Striv 103. Oh, that's a splash kill. He got the splash kill. 348. Second kill for f4de2black. He was badly damaged as it was, but the splash from the 9.2 inch howitzer was enough to finish him off. And the enemy is now, they're losing quite badly. They're 4 tanks behind, and they're all boxed into the southeast corner of the map. Got an object 140. We're loaded. Rounds out. We could hit the gorilla as well at the same time. Oh, we take out the 140. He's gone. And we did do some damage to the gorilla 15. 121 hit points. And that gorilla's having to retreat now. He's stunned. He's been badly damaged. There's the Arty. There's one of them, the GWE 100. There's the Batchat 155-55. And he's heading for the water, and I think he's the one who killed himself. There you can see he's trying to drown himself in that pool, and any second now we're going to see that he's drowned. Yes, the GWE 100 fought him all the way until he was died, but the Telma 2 in the Batchat 155-58 drowned. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fight! Don't drown, fight! Try and kill! And the f4de2black goes down, and that is the end of the game. So, disgraceful behaviour by Telma 2. And here's the end of battle results. It's a third class tanker for f4de2black of Philo in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 17 in that one. I suspect, yeah, it was quite a lot from, let's have a look at the Jaeger. Where was he? Yes, 4 from the Jaeger. 4 critical hits from him. 5 from the Gorilla 15. Amazing number. And of course he got the arsonist when he set fire to the Jaeger and it burned to death. Fantastic way to kill it. So, there's no other medals or awards, but we did feature this replay because specifically you do see somebody drowning and we disapprove of that in a very big way. Accidental drownings, yes, we can understand that, but deliberate drownings, no way. That's not allowed and that is strictly forbidden. Okay, so let's having a look at the scores. Well, even though the highest scorer was from our M48A5 pattern, who managed to get 3,863 hit points of damage, the highest damage went to the AMX-13105 on the enemy team. And he didn't pick up a high caliber for some reason. He was denied the high caliber, but he definitely had the most damage. And the next high scorer was the Conqueror Gun Carriage of f4de2black. He managed to get 3,338 hit points of damage overall. Then the Batchat 25T, he managed to get 2,956. When it came to kills, again, it was the pattern who was top of the tree. He managed to get 4. Then came f4de2black with 3, and the Batchat 25-ton with 3 as well. And the highest scorer on the enemy team in that case was the AMX-13105, who he only managed to get 2 kills though. But when it came to base XP, it was the Batchat 25-ton who managed to get the highest amount, 1,103 base XP. Then the M48 pattern with 811. then the Object 705 with 802, and finally we got f4de2black in 4th place with 767 base XP. Let's have a look at details. Well, f4de2black managed to fire 10 rounds during the battle. He got 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations, so he did actually penetrate the Jaegeru. Pretty certain he got a penetration on him, and in fact I think he got a penetration the first time round when the gun went in, and I suspect it did damage the gun as well as the fuel tanks. He did splash damage on 10 vehicles. He did damage of 3,338 hit points, all at more than 300 meters, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and caused stuns on 11 vehicles. So let's have a look at the credits. Well, he earned 45,422 credits during that battle, but he did use some premium rounds, I'm afraid, and that's why the ammunition costs are so high. 57,800 credits overall, and he did use premium consumables as well, and therefore there's 20,000 costs there, and that brings up a deficit of 32,378 credits for the game. But he did pick up 1,151 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, took away 2,302 experience points altogether. But the point we'd like to make here in this video is that what Arty Noobs players and what Arty Noob members do not kill themselves. We don't do that. We fight, and we fight to the end, and we will continue to fight to the end because we believe that we can earn more XP that way. And of course we realise that there's always a chance if we keep fighting that we might actually win, and we have seen some Arty players win against impossible odds where they've been 5-1 against, where they've had to win a Kolobanov the hard way by being the only person left alive on their team, and they have shotgunned, literally shotgunned enemies as they've come in to try and kill them, and they've taken them out of the game and won the game for their team. So we very much believe that any person who does suicide in their Arty, who does kill themselves, is worthy of the title scumbag. But no members of What Arty Noobs want to do that. They want to fight, and therefore they deserve not to be called that term at all. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.